So are you close to being done? Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, Amalia.
Hello, how are you?
I am fine.
I'm early today.
I'm doing well, but this cooler weather makes me cold.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Change so faster. One day hot and next day a little bit cold.
It really does.
I think over the weekend they said we might be back up in the 80s again.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
It looks
Hi,
like
Raina.
Raina maybe is joining
Hello.
us.
Hello, Reina.
Hello.
Hi.
And Ureva has joined us.
Hi, Reba. Reba, did you color your hair? It looks pretty.
Oh, look at you, Yureva. Happy birthday, late, Yureva.
Thank you so much.
Aw. When
Did
was
she
your
have a birthday?
Last Sunday.
Aw. Yay. Happy birthday.
That was on the 19th. The 19th was your birthday?
The 20th?
I hear you.
Okay, the 20th.
There you go.
Raina, when is your birthday?
August 21st.
Do you know your birthday is just 2 days before mine?
Oh, yeah. The August.
Amalia, when is your birthday?
It's May 10th.
May 10th. My brother's is on the 1st.
Oh.
I look a little like Phyllis Diller. I got my hair cut and it's just sticking right straight up.
Guess we'll wait a couple more minutes to see if anybody else shows up.
Okay.
Miss Carolyn,
Yes.
I was gonna start with pronunciation like we did last week,
Okay.
and then I guess we'll just start. Or did you wanna? Let's see. I can stay the whole time this week, and I don't know if you've talked to Miss Judy, but she found
did.
somebody to help you.
Yes. She
Yes.
won't be able to help me every week, but she can help me most of the time.
Gotcha.
Her husband doesn't work. He works a short week, and sometimes on Thursday evenings, they take off to go see grandkids or different things. The only thing they have planned right now is October 8th. She won't be helping me. But,
Okay.
so she'll be helping me some of the time, but not maybe every week.
Okay. I need to find a time to give you the phonics book.
Sure.
So I don't know when is good for you or where we could meet. Would you be able to meet at Springfield Baptist Church?
Yes, we could do that.
Because I have to bring my like textbook and workbook and stuff to the office there.
Okay. Do you think they would let us get the disc since we'll both be there? Do you think they would let us get the disc for the book? Because you said you didn't have the disc for the book. It was left in the plastic box.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think they might let us get that?
Maybe I can call Miss Judy and ask her if she could tell them that we want to do that when we come there.
Okay. I can do it Monday or Tuesday. Is that good for you or not?
I'm back at work, so as long as it's after 2:30ish.
Well, you're still on quarantine through what? Friday?
Yes.
So we probably wouldn't be able to get into the church over the weekend anyway, except on Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, I have started going to church there,
Mm.
and so I may ask about getting the disc on Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
But I don't know if you came on Sunday, if you would be able to talk to the people you need to talk to turn in the books.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either because it's supposed to be in the office. I don't know if they're probably not open on Sunday. The office part, anyway. But I mean, I can bring you those books on Sunday if you want, or the phonics book on Sunday, anyway. What time does church let out?
Well, Sunday school lets out at, I think it starts at 9:30 and it goes to 10:30. Would that be a good time or is that too early?
9:30 on Sunday?
10:30.
That's fine. 10:30. Yeah, that's fine with me. Let me put it in my phone.
We're supposed to have a teachers meeting on Tuesday. Is that meeting do you go to WhatsApp in order to get to that meeting? Because I thought it was supposed to be a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, I think it is a Zoom meeting, but I'm not sure. They haven't sent anything in WhatsApp about it, I don't think. I'll check.
Well, Miss Onstadt, the lady that's supposed to help me, was the one telling me that it was on WhatsApp, the meeting date, time.
Oh, okay. Then I'll send it to you.
Okay. Marty, is that you? I think Marty has joined us.
Hi, Marty. How are you?
How are you?
Good. All right. I guess we'll go ahead and start because we're 9 minutes in now. I hope everybody's had a good week. Martha's upside down.
He's doing gymnastics.
Marty, tiene la cámara al revés.
Tienes la cámara al revés, Marty.
Oh, sí.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Hi,
And
Marion.
Marion,
Did she hear us? I don't know. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start. Actually, Miss Carolyn, do you want to start with the devotional?
okay. Lydia, come see, we need to put the devotional up. So I go back to Google. Do I go to Google? Well, I wanted to try and do it. Okay, you need to do the share.
Oh, sorry. No, it's okay. Okay.
Camera.
Okay, can you see the picture and the verse that goes with it?
Carlos.
Rainbow glow.
Which number?
If you, can you see it okay, Shelby?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. If you look very carefully, there are two rainbows in the picture,
Rainbow.
and I had never seen a rainbow like that where there are two. I'd always just seen one. And when Lydia was a little girl, we were at a playground, and there'd been a little shower, and we went to the place where they cover the eating place, and we came back out, and there was a double rainbow, and it was the first time I'd ever seen one. So in this picture, there are two rainbows. There's the brighter one, and then just above it, you can just barely see another rainbow in the sky. So the verse, and I'll go to the comma, and then I want you to repeat it after me. I have set my rainbow in the clouds.
I
I have set my rainbow in the clouds.
Good. And it will be the sign of the covenant.
It will be the sign of the covenant.
Gold.
Okay, between me and the earth.
Between me and the earth.
Okay, Genesis 9:13.
Genesis 9:13.
Okay, let's try to say it a little bit further through. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant.
I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant
Between me and the earth.
between me and the earth.
Or
Genesis 9:13.
Genesis 9:13.
Okay, usually when you use pronouns like I and me, then we need to know who I and me is. So in this instance, who would be I? Who would be me? Who said this? Do you know who said this? This comes from the Bible. So do you know who might have said this? Who made the rainbow?
The God.
The God.
God did.
God.
God did. So when it says, I have set my rainbow in the clouds, it means God's talking to all mankind. He's talking to everyone. And so he says about the covenant, he says, between me and the earth. So he has made a contract. A covenant is like a contract. Do you know what a contract is? Does anybody know what a contract is? It's a legal agreement. It's a legal promise.
Legal.
God said after the flood that he would not flood the earth again. He would never flood the earth again after the flood. And so his promise is he would never again flood the whole earth. That's his legal contract. And but what the rest of the agreement was is the next time he would destroy, if man would not listen to him and obey, he would destroy the earth by fire. So I have set my rainbow in the clouds means this is to remind you of this agreement that I made. I would not flood the earth again, but the next time it would be by fire. So do you understand about the covenant, the promise God made?
Yes.
God made a promise to those of us on earth. He would never flood the whole earth again like he did in Noah's time. Let's say the verse through one more time and then we'll move on to our lesson tonight. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Genesis 9:13. Okay, can you say that?
I
I
have set
have
my
set my
ribbon
rainbow in the
in the
cloud,
Rainbow
clouds,
in the cloud.
and
and
it will
And
be
it
the
it
sign
will
of the
be the
covenant
covenant
between
between
me
me
and
the
the heart.
devil is
Genesis 9.
Jennifer 1913.
Okay, 9:13. Very good. Okay, Shelby, we can move on from our devotion.
Sounds good. There. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you because we're going to do pronunciation now. And this is
Okay.
going to be a review kind of what we did last week. So let me share my screen. Oh, it's not on there. How's it not on there? No. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to review the short and long vowels, and then we're going to review A and an. So here's our short and long vowels. And last week we had a list of short vowels and words that had short vowel sounds. We made a list, we typed them out, and then we made one with long vowel sounds. So these are the words that we came up with last week at the bottom of the screen. And now we're going to put them into the right box. So the blue box is words with short vowel sounds. The yellow box is words with long vowel sounds. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we'll have Amalia. So Amalia, you're gonna choose a word at the bottom. You're gonna read it, and then you're gonna say, does it go in the short vowel sounds or the long vowel sounds? Okay.
Okay. The apple.
Mhm.
Mm, is the short.
Yes, correct. That would be a short vowel sound because it's ah. What's a long A sound?
Apple.
Apple is short. Apple. What does a long A sound like?
Like the P, like up.
Long is elephant.
Feeling.
What's a long? Was so we had
Elephant.
elephant is what? Short or long? Marty.
Short.
Short. Yes.
Mm.
That's right. Raina, pick a word and tell us if it's short or long. Yep. Baby is a long one. So that's our long A. It sounds like A. A is long. So baby is long. Yep. Marion D, you pick a word.
Short or long?
You pick a word and then you tell me, is it short or is it long?
Short. Short.
And short, a call or action
Action.
or mom.
Action was short or long?
Short, I think.
Short. Action is short. Okay, Ureba, choose a word and tell if it's short or long.
Make.
Ureba,
What word?
Make.
What word?
make.
Make or feeling. Or
Is
feeling.
make is
Make.
is long.
Is long.
Make is long.
Correct. Make is long. Okay. Let's go back to Amalia.
Uh-huh. Hot.
Hot.
Is the short.
Hot is short. Marti.
That is Avis.
Which one?
Avis. Avis. And there?
This one? Eyes. Eyes. Would that be short or long?
Short.
No.
Is it I sound? It's an I sound, so it's going to be, so
long.
Short I is I, long I is I, when we say eyes.
Okay.
So that's long. That one's kind of hard because it starts with an E, but it actually makes an I sound. Okay, Marion D.
I see.
Short or long?
You are going to pick a word, any word.
Okay.
And then you say, is the word short or
feeling long?
very good. Yes. Feeling is long. Okay. Feeling. E. Okay. Raina.
And short? At.
No.
I see. Oh.
All is the short sound.
Which one?
Old.
Old. Is
Yes.
what? Short or long?
Short.
Short. Let's see. Old.
Long, I think.
I think it's that one's gonna be long because it sounds like oh old.
Long is
Long.
long.
Yeah. That one's gonna be long. Remember the long vowels? They say the name of the letter.
Oh, yes.
So like baby says the letter A. Baby. Make says the letter A. Make.
Under.
Eyes says the letter I.
Under is
Under
the
is what? Shorter
short.
is short? Yes. It is short. Uh-huh. Let's see, Eureka.
Eyes is long.
Eyes is long. Yep, we already have it up there.
I think she said ice.
Yes, those are similar. Yes, ice is long. Okay. Amalia?
Uh-huh. Mother.
Mother.
Is long.
Let's listen to it. Mother.
Oh no, it's mother. It's short. Sorry.
It's short. Is it short O or short U? U. Right? It says mother. Even though it's like an O, it sounds like a U. It's short U. Okay, Marti.
I see house it.
Hose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, say hose.
Yeah.
Would that be short or long?
House it, I think it's a long.
Yes, because it says the name of the letter, right? It says O, hose.
House. Okay.
So it's long. Good job. Let's see, Reina.
Future is the long sound.
Future is long. Yes, you. It says you. Future. Marion.
Cat, short.
Good job. Greba.
United States is long.
Yes. United States. Amalia, back to you.
Egg. It's long. Egg.
Egg.
No, let me see.
Does it say the name?
Egg. No, I'm sorry, short too.
Sí.
Why is it short?
Egg. It's only. Let me see.
If it was long, what would it sound like?
Like say egg. You say only egg or you say egg?
Say egg. Egg. And we're just talking about the vowel sound. When we're talking about short and long, we're just talking about the vowel. So is it short vowel or long vowel? So egg is
Egg.
that's short. If it was long, it would sound like E. If it was a long vowel sound, it would be eeg.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But it's short, so it's egg.
Egg.
Marti?
Yes. I think this is the C.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Here, C. I think this is long.
Long, because it says the E sound. It sounds like the letter E.
Okay.
Good job. Let's see, Raina.
Indian is the short sound.
Uh-huh. You. Very good. Indian. Marion.
Cream long.
Very good. Cream is long. Ureba.
At is short.
Very good. Amalia.
Us is short.
Short. Marty.
And this is the, I think this is im.
Uh-huh.
Then this is the short.
Short. Yes, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And Raina
Mom is short.
is short. Very good. And Marion, last one.
Oh my.
Oh, me?
It's Marion.
Is whom? Long.
Uh-huh. Long. Yes. Good job, guys. You did good. So can anybody tell me what the short vowel sounds are? Can you name all?
Or
What are the short vowel sounds? There's 5.
5 is
Is the long sound. 5.
Of the short ones. Short.
No. 5 is the long. 5.
Oh, you mean the letter, the word 5? Yes. 5 is a long vowel sound. Yes. But can you tell me what the 5 short vowel sounds are?
Oh, yeah.
A.
around.
Is
A,
A-E-I-O-U.
Those are the long ones.
Around long or
Ah, yeah.
A,
Long.
Ah, yeah.
E, O, A.
That's close.
O, A.
Ah.
A. A.
A.
A is A.
A.
E. E.
Read apple. Read apple.
A is short sound and A is long sound. E is long sound and A is short sound. I is long sound and E is short sound.
E.
O is short sound and O is long sound.
Mm-hmm.
U is long sound and A is short sound.
Good job. Yes.
Yeah.
Right is a star student. Woo-hoo. Good job. Okay, let's go to the review for A and An. Do you remember these from last week?
Yes.
So we're just gonna fill in the blank. All right, who wants to go first? Who wants to do number 1?
Caroline is at.
a teacher.
Yes, Carolyn is a teacher. And why is that A?
Consonant.
Consonant. Yep. T in teacher is a consonant. Very good. How about number 2?
He used an egg to make bread.
Mm-hmm. And you used and. Why did you use and?
When the next word begin with vowel.
Yes, it begins with a vowel sound. Mm-hmm. Who wants to do number 3?
Theorite.
A bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
The right and bicycle.
How about number 4?
Hannah washes a red apple.
Yes. Hannah washes a red apple. Marti, can you do number 5?
She's go to university.
Is it a university or an university?
University. University.
Mm-hmm. But we have to put a.
Yeah. The she's go to university.
Uh-huh. In this space, what is it? What's going to be there? A or an?
A.
Yes, she goes to a university. And why is that A? Because that U is a vowel, right? So why is that A? Can anybody tell me?
Because the U suena como Y. University is the sound is the same as Y.
It's the sound. The sound is like a Y, like Raina said. So you're paying attention to the sound more than the actual letter on the screen. And Ureba helped us with that last week. She taught us that.
Angel draw
Did you number
for
6?
a hour.
Angel draw for hour.
Number 6?
Angel draw for a hour.
Oh, sorry. I asked Marion to do it.
Number 5, 6, sorry.
6, yes.
Okay. Angel drove for an hour.
Is it A or an?
A.
Why do you say A?
An hour. An hour, sorry.
Okay, yeah, it is. An is correct. And why did you change your answer? Why do you say an hour, Marion?
An hour. Understand.
Who can tell me why you say an hour? Because H is a consonant, right?
Yeah.
So why is it an hour?
It's the same as the university because the sound is how the vowel hour because
Yes.
the H don't have sound.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so it's an hour because you don't pronounce the H. You don't say hour.
Yeah.
You said hour, it would be a hour. We say hour, so it'd be an hour because the sound is a vowel.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay, good job, guys. That's our review. Now we will go to the book. I think we left off on page 31 in your book. Looks like this. Miss Carolyn, did you want to teach this or?
I can if you like. I've gone over this.
Okay, perfect. So I'll hand it over to Miss Carolyn and she can start on page 31 in your book. Or if you'd rather do the workbook, Miss Carolyn, first, whatever you want to do.
No, this is fine.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to be talking about singular and plural. And so someone read the first example there at the top. It says John, starts with John is what?
A cook?
He is a cook. Now we're going to look at the next box and it says John and Linda are
Cookies.
are what?
Cooks.
Cooks.
Yeah.
Okay. So under Grammar Watch, it says we just add S to form most plurals, but not all. Okay. So now they're going to give you an example of one of the times we do something different to show a plural. More than one. Anything that is more than one is plural. So if it's two or more, then it is a plural word. So in the next box, line down, Ureva, Amy is what?
What? A?
Amy,
Grammar watch.
Amy is what? What is in that box?
Why student? No, I don't understand.
Okay. They just did John is a cook. John and Linda are cooks.
Okay.
Right
Yeah.
under John, it says Amy is what?
I are waitresses.
She's a waitress.
Jane,
Okay, remember the short E sound that we talked about with elephant and egg? Waitress. She's a waitress. Now, Amy, Anna, and Luz are what?
Waitresses.
Very good, Raina. It's waitresses. So we have to use the little short E twice at the end this time. So if you look under the grammar explanation, it says, add ES to words that end with an S, SH, CH, or an X, like box. Are you looking in the little box out to the side where it says Grammar Watch? If a word ends with an S, like waitress ends with S, so we had to add ES to it to make it plural because three S's in a row is too many snake sounds. But it doesn't communicate that it's a plural. So they have to put an ES. So you say waitress as. Waitress as. That tells you that it's plural. It's more than one waitress. And that would be for anything that has kind of a sound when you put them together. The sh, like wish. Well, because you've already got the S sound, you need to add an ES. So you say wishes. Wishes. Okay. Church. Church as. You add the ES at the end. Box. Box ends with an X. Boxes is BOXES. 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 So remember that short E sound? Well, that's what you're doing when you have the ES. You have an sound, and an S sound to make it plural. Now, right under that in the grammar watch box, it says for a list of some irregular plural nouns, go to page 273. So on page 273, if you turn in your book just quickly, I want to show you, they've given you a little box there at the top of that page. It says Unit 2, Lesson 3, page 31. That's where we're at. Singular, one child. 3 children. So child, there's no S for plural. There's child and there's children. 2 children, there's 10 children, there's 5 children. So the ending to make it plural is not an S and it's not an ES. This is an irregular word. Right underneath child, it says man and it says men. So you have 1 man, but you have 2 men. Okay. For woman, it's going to be like men. So you have 1 woman, but you have 3 women. You see how at the end it goes to the S sound? It goes women, just like the man and men. Okay. In the next column, it says person. 1 person, 3 people. So 1 person, but you have 3 people. So that goes plural. People is plural. Person is 1. Okay, if you pick up your foot and you look at your foot, that's 1 foot. But when you look, you have 2 feet. So instead of foot, you have feet. You have 2 of them. Not 2 foot, Marty. It's 2 feet. It changes to feet. Okay, do you understand? So this is something you can go back to and look at. 1 tooth. But I have more than 1 tooth. I have several teeth. So it's 1 tooth, but it's many teeth. We have many teeth in our mouth. So you can come back to this chart and look at this about those things that are plural, but they don't use S's to show that they're plural. You probably ought to study that chart. It will help you remember some of these irregular things. Right underneath that, there are some more examples. We're just going to have on page 31 2 rules, the S and the ES. But there are some other rules about making plurals, and they're in that second box. And we're going to be studying this all the way to page 42. So when you're doing your exercises, if you need help, come back and look on page 273. It may give you some hints about plurals, because there are more rules for plurals than just the S and the ES. Okay? You may want to mark that page. Now, I want you to write down these words. I'm going to say them. They are all going to be plurals. You have to decide if you're going to use an S or an ES. I'm going to say the words carefully so you can listen and try to hear if you need an S or an ES. This is now, we're in section 2 where it says practice. And under A, it says write the plural form. Write the plural form. I'm going to say it for you. Nurses. Nurses.
No sé. No.
Return.
Okay, if you have that one written, the next one is gardeners. Gardeners.
Cashiers.
The next one is cashiers.
Cashier.
Cashiers.
Water. Waiter.
The next one is waitresses. Waitresses.
Driver.
And the last one is drivers.
Driver.
Okay, let's go back now to the first word and somebody tell me what they wrote. What are the letters that you put down for nurses? Amalia?
Nurses, ES.
Right, it already had an E there. You just added an S, but that is correct. And so the word nurse changes to nurses
Nurses.
because it's plural, because there was already an E there, but it's still, when you pronounce it, you will have an S sound. See how my mouth goes up on each side when I say nurses? It's got that S sound in there. Okay, somebody tell me what you did to gardener.
Gardeners.
Okay,
Gardeners.
Raina, what did you do to the end of gardener to make it plural?
Gardeners.
Yes. What did you do? You added something on the end. What did you add?
ES.
No, just S this time, because the R. You had an R
S.
there.
So yes,
The
just
only
S.
time we add the ES, remember, look at the middle part
No,
of the
yeah,
box.
yeah.
It has an S,
The singular is
SH,
gardener, and
gardeners,
plural is gardeners. Add only S.
add only S. Good. Now let's look at cashier. Marty,
Cashier.
what do you do to cashier to make it plural? What do you put on the end?
A and R.
Let's just put an S. The word is cashier, and we're only going to add an S because it did not end with an S, an SH, a CH, or an X. Because it ended with R, we're just going to add S. Because it's a consonant, but it's not an S sound. You understand, Marty?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Let's look now at waitresses. Marion?
Waitress. Waitress.
Okay, what do we add to the
Oh,
end of waitress?
they are waiters.
What two letters do we need to add at the end of waitress?
Wait.
Yes. Another. It is. Uh,
It ends with an
two
S,
person
doesn't it?
or two person. You can add it. Es.
ES, very good. We had to add the ES because it's waitresses. See how my mouth went up on the edges when I said it? Waitresses. Waitresses.
Waitresses is. Yeah.
Okay, for the last one, who wants to volunteer for drivers?
Drivers is S.
It's just S because it ended with R. We did not have an S sound, so we just add an S. Drivers. Very good. Now we're going to look at the pictures. In number 1, we need to, there's 2 of them standing there. So we need to do what? We need to have a plural word. So number 1 says, they're what?
Driver.
Amalia.
Drivers.
Driver.
Es radio que
When we say drivers, what will be at the end of driver?
the S.
Just an S. That's right. Very good. Number 2, Rosa is what?
Garden.
Garden. Is it plural? Should it be plural?
No.
No.
It's single.
One person. Rosa is out there planting the tree by herself. Okay, look at number 3. Jill, May, and I are what?
Cookies.
Waitresses.
Okay, you're right. I think you're right, but you were kind of quiet. Can you say it, please?
Waitresses.
Very good. And so on the end of that word, what are you going to have?
Because it's many people, is
Right.
3 people.
Right.
3 persons.
What are the last 2 letters? What are the last 2 letters on waitresses? The last 2 letters is going to be E and S.
Yes, yes.
Because waitress ends with an S sound. Okay, number 4. Who wants to do that one? Marion, do you want to do that one?
Bob is a cook.
No, I think Bob is a nurse.
Nurse?
He's checking the blood pressure in number 4.
Yeah, just nurse.
Nurse. Okay, what's on the end of that?
Nurse.
Okay, it's just the S and the E, because how many nurses are in the picture? Is there more than one person? One person.
One person. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay. Ask a question.
The second sentence and fourth sentence is right before garden A, because it's a people, it's a person.
Right.
Rosa is a gardener.
Right. And it's A
and
because the gardener starts with a G. It starts with a consonant, so we use the A. That's correct. And the same thing with nurse. We use A before nurse because it starts with a consonant N. Okay?
Yes.
Very good observation. Okay, in the little green box down at the bottom, it says, show what you know. Right down here, right down there, in the yellow box, it says, talking about jobs. Look at the jobs. These jobs are the 5 most common jobs in the U.S. Now they want you to guess which job is number 1, which job is number 2, which job is number 3, which is 4, which is 5. Write a number next to each job. They want you to guess which one has the most people in it. In other words, are most people drivers? Are most people teachers? Are most people cashiers? Are most people sales assistant? Or are most people office assistant? They want you to guess which one's number one for being the most common job. That means more people in the United States do this job than any other job. So, which one is the most, do you think? Pick it out and write number one beside it.
Cashier, maybe number one.
Well, if that's your guess, if that's your guess.
For me, it's driver.
Right.
The office assistant.
Okay, did you all get all your numbers written down for your choices? I heard somebody say they thought driver was going to be number one. I heard someone else say cashier would be number one.
Right.
What's going to be number two?
I think
Teacher.
Teachers?
No, sales assistant.
I think it's the sales assistant, maybe number one, and cashier number two, because you need to sell first and later pay.
Yeah, okay, good.
I don't know. I think
Good fine.
Okay, when you have numbers, let me know when you have numbers for each one of those things. And then I will tell you what I have in my book that was given as the correct answers.
Geez.
I think the driver is the number 3.
That's a pretty good guess, Raina. I'll tell you that that is the correct answer that I have in my book is number 3 for drivers. And Amalia was pretty close about sales assistant, but instead of sales assistant, number 1 is supposed to be office assistant. It takes a lot of people to take care of all of the paperwork, all the filing, answering the phone, all those kinds of things. So sales assistant is number 2. So according to my book, it says office assistant is 1, sales assistant is 2, 3 is the driver. Now,
Office assistant is one?
number 1 is office assistant.
Yeah.
Takes a
Number
lot of
3.
people doing all the typing, all the filing, all the phone answering.
But in this job, the people need speak English.
Yes, they need to speak English, but sometimes it's helpful that if they have another language also, because we have a lot of people in the United States that speak another language. And as an office assistant, those who answer the telephone, you know, being able to help someone with another language is very important. But yes, if you know 2 languages, you would be well sought after in that area, especially for answering the phone, taking down messages, filing. So it's important to know how to spell, and it's important to know how to do things alphabetically. Now we're down to number 4 and 5, teacher and cashier. Who do you think is number 4?
Teacher.
What, Marty? I
Teacher.
didn't hear you, Marty. Number 4 is what?
A teacher.
Very good. Teachers are number 4. That means who is number 5?
cashier.
Cashiers.
Cashier.
It used to be when you went to the department store, they had cashiers in every department, but they were losing too much money. They had to put just one or two cashiers in the store and you had to go there to get checked out. And now they have made it where in some grocery stores, you check yourself out. You do your own checkout. You run the tapes over the machine and use your bank card or whatever to pay for it. And so they are cutting down on the number of cashiers that are needed. Okay. Now we need to talk about numbers. Miss Shelby, did you want to do the numbers or do you want me to do the numbers?
Let's see. I can do it.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to page 32. And we're going to talk about numbers. I know at the beginning of the year, we went over numbers a little bit and everybody seemed to know the numbers pretty well. So let's look at the top. It says A, think about numbers in your life. When do you use numbers?
Date of birth.
Date of birth? Yeah, you got to tell people your date of birth.
How did we get into our Zoom meeting tonight? Did you have to use some numbers to get into our Zoom meeting?
Yep, the password for our Zoom meeting.
When you pay.
When you pay for stuff, money, you gotta know how much to give. How did you know when to be here?
With the date, the number, the date.
Yeah, the date and also the
clock.
Time.
What time is it?
Time. Time is another way you could use numbers. I don't know what your jobs are or where you work, but how do you use numbers at your work?
Yeah, when you come
in. The time,
coming in and
the hours for work, and the enter and the
exit.
finish the job.
Yep, time
the
in and
hour
time
for
out.
the lunch.
Yes, very good. Any other ways that you use it at your work?
The computer.
The computer.
And taxes and
taxes, yep. Yeah, we use numbers a lot, don't we? Yes.
And telephones, I didn't hear anyone say telephones, but our telephone numbers. I can remember when telephone numbers used to be very short and they kept adding more numbers and adding more numbers. And now it takes 10 numbers for a telephone number.
Social Security.
Social Security numbers.
Yep. Yeah, so we use numbers a lot, so they're important. So in your book on page 32, it has a little box with the numbers 0 through 9. It says, look at the numbers, listen, and point. Who wants to read those and then everybody repeat after that person? Who wants to read them first?
Okay.
Amalia? Okay, Amalia's going to read each number and we're going to repeat after her. Okay?
Okay. 0.
0.
1.
1.
2.
2.
3.
3.
4.
4.
5.
5,
6.
6.
6,
7.
7.
7,
8.
8.
Eight,
9.
9.
9.
Good job. Okay, so next it says listen. You're gonna listen and circle the area code that you hear. So it has number 1, it has 2 numbers. One number is 212, the other number is 512. So you're gonna listen. I'm gonna say one number. You're gonna listen and circle the number that I say, okay? So number 1, 512. Circle that one.
512.
All right, number 2, 714.
7.
Number 2 is 714. Okay, number 3, 305. Number 3, 305. Okay, number 4 is 708. Number 4 is 708. Number 5 is 919. Number 5, 919. And last, number 6 is 786. Number 6 is 786. Alrighty. Amalia, can you tell us what you circled for number 2?
714.
Raina, number 3?
305.
And with 0, it has a little note out to the side over here, right there. It says a lot of times we say O for 0. So sometimes you'll hear 305 instead of 305. Martí, number 4.
Number 4. Number 408.
And which one did you circle?
Jesus write it, pero no es confusion.
¿Cuál encerraste en el 4?
Yo encerré el 408.
Era el otro.
408.
No, era el otro.
That's okay.
708.
708, yes. Or you could say 708. Ureba, number 5.
The first 919.
And Marion, number 6.
786.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna go down below that to where it says B, and it says pairs. It says look at the pictures. So we're gonna look at the pictures at the bottom of the page. In which places do you know? You're gonna write the name of the place on the line below the picture. So I'm gonna read them first and you repeat, okay? A hospital.
A
Hospital.
An office.
An office.
A restaurant.
A restaurant.
A child care center.
A child care center.
Okay, now you're gonna look at those pictures and write what place it is below the picture. Okay, I'll give you a couple minutes. right. Ureba, what'd you get for number 1?
A hospital.
A hospital. How did you know that? Marion, number 2.
A shelter care center, sorry.
Center. And that first word is child.
Child care center.
Child care center. Yep. Amalia, number 3.
Restaurant.
And Marti, number 4.
Offices.
An office. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so let's go page 33. And we're going to do more listening practice. So you're going to listen again. It
Do
says,
you want me to read a couple of those messages, Shelby?
sure. So it has little cards. It says, listen to the messages. So somebody called and this person answered and they took down a message for somebody else. So you're going to listen to the message and you're going to fill in the numbers. There's some numbers that are gone. You're going to fill them in, okay? So number 1, Miss Carolyn, do you want to read that one?
Hi, Sam. This is Mr. Fernandez at Center Hospital. I'm calling about the gardener job. Please call me back at 562-555-1349. That's 562-555-1349.
Okay. So let's see, Marti, what was that number? Can you read the whole number for number 1?
Number 1.
What's the
read?
phone number? You read the phone number.
Oh, okay. The number is 56562 55 and 1.
Miss Carolyn, can you read the number again? Listen, Marti, and write down the numbers that you hear, okay?
562-555-1349.
9. Okay.
Okay, Marti, can you read that phone number for number 1 again?
Yeah, it's 562 555-1349.
Perfect. Woo-hoo. Okay. Number 2, Miss Carolyn, can you read that?
Hi, Maya. This is Grace Sims at Grace's Office Supplies. I'm calling about the cashier job. Please call me back. My number is 408-555-7821. That's 408-555-7821.
Okay, Marion, can you read the number that you got for number 2?
Yeah, it's 408-555-7821.
Perfect. All right. I'll read number 3. Ready? Number 3. Hi, Nara. This is Jean Hang Wu at Riverside Childcare. I'm calling about the childcare worker job. Please call me back at 773-555-9602. That's 773-555-9602. Ureba, can you read that one for us?
773-555-9602.
Perfect. Okay, and number 4 is, hi Juan, this is Miss Rodriguez at Carla's restaurant. I'm calling about the waiter job. Please call me back at 339-555-8851. That's 339-555-8851. Right. Reina?
Yes. 339-555-8851.
Very good. All right. Good job, guys. So now we're just gonna listen and repeat. Okay, so I'll say it, you repeat after me. What's your phone number?
What's your phone number?
What's the phone number?
555-4963.
555-4963.
555-4963.
And what's the area code?
And
And
what's
what's
the
the
area
area
code?
code?
What's your
915.
915.
915?
Does everybody know what the area code is?
615? 615?
Our area code here, yes, is 615, right? It's the numbers in the parentheses.
Yeah.
That's the area code. And then the rest of it is your phone number. It says, ooh. Okay, let's do this. Does everybody have their notebook and a pencil or a pen? Okay, everybody is going to tell us what their phone number is, and we're going to write it down. Okay, so write down their name and their phone number. Okay, so Amalia, can you tell us your phone number?
Yes, my number is.
You can make up a number if you don't want to give your real phone number.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
So my number is 615-948-3013.
Can you say that one more time?
Yes, it's 615-948-3013.
Okay. Reina, can you tell us yours?
Yeah. 615-913-6505.
Okay.
One more time.
Yes, please.
615-913-6505.
Okay, Marti,
Yeah.
can you tell us your phone number?
Yes, my number is, the area is 240-848-0103.
Can you say it one more time?
Okay, my number is, the area is 240-848-0103.
You ready though?
My number is 615-679-5464.
Okay, one more time.
615-679-5464.
Okay. And Marion?
615-275-6935.
And one more time.
615-275-6935.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Ureba, what was Marti's number?
Oh.
I know. Right.
You didn't write them down? That's okay.
Thank you.
Amalia, do you know Marti's number?
Yes, The area is 240. The number is A4A0103.
Mm-hmm. Marti, can you tell us Reina's phone number?
Oh, I should not write it exactly.
You didn't write it down?
Mm-hmm.
Did you write
Okay,
it down?
repeat it one more time.
Can you, oh, Reina?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Reina's number.
Yeah. I repeat.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
please.
Yeah. 615-913.
215. Okay.
615
Uh-huh.
913
913.
6505.
Mm-hmm. 5. Okay. Okay. The number is the Reina 5-615-913-6105.
Close. I think it was 6505. Is that right, Reina?
Yes.
6505.
6505.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That was close, though. Good job. Amalia, can you tell us Marion's number?
Yes, it's 615-275-6935.
Yep.
No?
Marion, can you tell us Ureba's number?
I'm sorry, I don't write.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right. Let's see. Miss Carolyn, was this the form that you were wanting to go over, or was that before? At the bottom of the page 33, it says complete a form.
Thank you.
I don't think we're gonna do that. Okay. Never mind. Let's go to page 34.
Asking about look at the picture.
Okay, I think we can do this. Okay, it says look at the picture. Who wants to read for me at the top of page 34?
I can.
Raina, woo! Okay, can you read? It says 1, listen, and then A. Can you read the directions for us?
Okay. Look at the picture. Ilya and Claudia are at a party. They're talking about Sarah. Guess what does Sarah do?
What does Sarah do?
What do y'all think Sarah does? What does Sarah do?
Um, Sarah, this is
Sarah is a student.
Sarah, this teacher.
You think she's a student or a teacher?
I think a student
Why do you think she's a student?
because he's more younger.
She looks younger,
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah, maybe. I think.
What do you think, Ureba?
I think it's teacher. She's
You think she's a teacher?
yes,
Why do you think she's a teacher?
because she's wearing a bag with her name, Sarah. Maybe.
Yeah, she has a bag with her name. Those are very good guesses. Let's see. Me and Miss Carolyn are going to read the conversation for you, and we'll see who's right, Raina or Ureba. Is she a student or a teacher? Okay, gotta find the conversation now. Okay. Page 34. Are you ready, Miss Carolyn? Oh, I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. There we go. Yes, you can be Claudia. Oh, we still can't hear you very well. It's very quiet.
This.
Okay, well, while they're fixing that, I'll just be both people. Claudia. Who's that? Is she a teacher? Ilya. No, she's not. She's a student, and she's a cashier at Al's restaurant. Claudia. Oh, that's interesting. And what do you do? Ilya. I'm a cook. Okay, so is Sarah a student or a teacher?
The student.
A student, yes. I still can't hear you, Miss Carolyn. Yes, Sarah is a student. Let's go to B. It says, listen again. It says, listen again to the conversation, complete the sentences. So number one says what?
Sarah a student.
Oh, yes, that says Sarah's a student. Yes, we could say Sarah is a student, but she was also something else. She was a student and she was also what?
Cashier.
Waitress.
A cashier, right?
Cashier.
Mm-hmm. So you would circle A for that picture because she was also a cashier. Did anybody hear what Ilya was?
A cook.
A cook, yes. Ilya was a cook.
Nobody can hear me. They're not responding.
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now?
It just started, yes.
Thank you.
Yay!
No, because I had just read a whole passage.
Well, I know, but I mean, I don't understand why it all of a sudden.
I don't understand either.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay, so now we're gonna listen to the whole conversation. Miss Carolyn, if you want to be Claudia this time.
Who's that? Is she a teacher?
No, she's not. She's a student, and she's a cashier at Al's restaurant.
Oh, that's interesting. And what do you do?
I'm a cook.
A cook? I'm a cook too.
Really?
Yes, I'm a cook, a waitress, a child care worker, and a doctor.
4 jobs?
Yes, I'm a homemaker.
All right. So let's look at number 1. It says, Claudia says, she's a lot of things. So check all the ones that Claudia is. What are all of Claudia's jobs? Put a check.
A cook and a waitress.
A cook, a waitress.
Child care doctor.
Child care worker
Wait,
and
wait there.
Medical worker and
doctor.
doctor.
a doctor. Yes. And then she says, number 2, Claudia is
A homemaker.
a homemaker. Do you think that she is a doctor at a hospital? Think she is?
Wait,
Do you think she's a child care worker at a child care facility? At a daycare?
they
Do you think she's a cook at a restaurant?
No.
Maybe at home.
In the
At
home.
home, probably. She's a homemaker. That means she has to cook.
the
She
wait.
has to serve her kids and her family. She's a waitress. She's a child care worker. She takes care of her kids at home. And she's a doctor. She gotta, put the Band-Aids on the scrapes and bruises, right?
Administer medicine when they're sick,
Yes,
take their
give them.
temperature.
Yep. So a homemaker is really a lot of jobs, isn't it? Are any of you a homemaker? Miss Carolyn and Brandon are homemakers.
Yes.
Amalia is a homemaker. Ureva is a homemaker. So do you do all those things? Are you a doctor? Sometimes? Sometimes you're a doctor for your kids?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Yes.
And sometimes for our husband too. My husband was very sick for 4 years. I had to take blood pressures. I had to keep up with his oxygen. We had to keep records of all that and take it to the doctor's office. Yes.
Yes.
My husband told the grown daughters, he said, you just don't know how many times she has saved my life. So a homemaker sometimes is a doctor.
Yes.
Yep. Sometimes they're a cook. Sometimes they're a child care worker. Yep. Sometimes they're a teacher.
I taught my daughter at home. We had homeschool. So yes, I taught her all the way through high school.
There you go. So if you're a homemaker, you do a lot. Good job. Page 35. We're gonna skip A and B, so we're not gonna do those. And we're gonna go to C. Marion, can you read the directions where it says C?
Number C.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Claudia, what that is she a teacher?
Oh, can you just read the directions?
Yeah. Listen and read.
Where it tells us what to do.
Number C. 35. Number C.
Mm-hmm. C, and then it says what?
Listen and read the conversation, then listen and repeat.
Yes. Okay. So Marion, if you want to read that, we'll repeat after you. So Marion's going to read it and we'll repeat, okay?
Who is that? Is she a teacher?
Who's that?
Not.
Is she a
teacher?
teacher?
A teacher. R-N-U, a teacher.
No, she is not. She is a student.
No,
she's not.
She's
a student.
And she is cashier at ELL Register.
and she's a
Cashier
at
House restaurant.
Oh, that's interesting. And what do you do?
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting.
And what do you do?
Do.
a cook.
I'm a
a
cook.
And cook.
Good job. Just make sure when you're reading, if you see the contractions, like,
Yes,
hold on, erase this.
that's,
Uh-huh,
I'm.
I'm, mm-hmm. Make sure this is I'm. It's the same thing as I am, but when you see this, you say I'm. How about, how do you say that?
Cheese.
Cheese. Mm-hmm.
Cheese.
Yeah,
Cheese.
cheese. And then how about this one? Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
That. That.
That's. Good job. And one more.
That.
Whose.
Who.
Whose. Yes. Good job. Okay. So then it says we're going to practice the conversation and then make new conversations. So remember that the colors go together. When you see a blue blank, you're going to use a blue word. When you see a red blank, you're going to use a red word. And when you see a green blank, you're going to use a green word. Okay? So let's practice. Miss Carolyn, will you practice with me?
Okay,
Okay, you can go first. You'll be A, I'll be B.
all right. Who's that? Is she a teacher?
No, she's not. She's a student.
Cheese.
And she's a cashier.
Oh, that's interesting. And what do you do?
I'm a painter. Okay, so one thing, in those first three blanks, can you use different blue words? Or do they have to be the same?
I am painter.
In these first four, I think, yeah. In these first four blue spaces, do you have to use the same blue word or can you use different ones?
Can different?
If you start with she, you need to keep it she. If you start with he, you need to keep it he.
She.
You have to make sure that it's the same one. Look at this one. Look at this up here.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? Is she a teacher? No, she's not. She's a student and she's a cashier. They're all the same. So whatever the person who's A, whatever they say, you have to say the same thing. Okay? Does that make sense? Let's try it. Raina and Marion. Raina is A and Marion is B.
Okay. Who's that is he? A teacher?
No, she is not. She is a student. And
Cheese.
she is a cashier.
Cheese.
Oh, that's interesting. And what do you do?
I am cook.
Yes, you can say that, but we're looking at this last blank is what color is that?
Green.
Green.
Green. So we're going to choose a green word.
Green.
Mhm.
A printer. Printer.
A painter. Yes. Good job.
Printer.
Okay. Let's do Marti and Ureba. Marti, can you be A? And Ureba is B.
Okay. Was that is she's a teacher.
Oh, Ureba, we can't hear you.
Okay.
Ureba, Marti, you're good. Ureba, we can't hear you.
No.
No, she's no. She's a student.
Okay.
And she's a cashier.
Okay. Who's that interview? Any was to you do?
I'm a painter.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, let's flip Amalia. Let's see who you want to practice with. Amalia, can you practice with
That
Reina?
she's
And
who's
Reina was A last time, so we'll make Reina B. Amalia A, Reina B.
Okay. Okay. Who's that it?
who does?
I can use another name for the other people. Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Who's that is Maiden? Maiden. A teacher?
No, you say she or he.
Yes, sorry. I thought you were saying could you use he instead of she, but you choose she or he.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Who's that? Is she a teacher?
No, she's not. Uh, she's not. She's a student, and she's a nurse.
Oh, that is interesting. And you, what do you do?
I'm an accountant.
Very good. Let's have Ureba and Marion. I think. Ureba, which one were you last time? A or B? B.
B.
B. And Marion, you were B?
A.
You were A?
B or A. Okay.
Last time. I think you were B. So let's do Marion and Marti. So everybody can have a chance to do the opposite one. Marion, you are going to be A. Marti is B. Okay?
Okay. Who's that is she a teacher?
No, as she's on ante cashier and study. Any she's a nurse.
Mm-hmm. Marion?
Oh, that's interesting. And what do you do?
I a painter.
Very good. Okay. Ureba A and Amalia B.
Okay.
And you can't use she.
Who's that? Is she a teacher?
You can't use she.
You can. Okay. Who's that? Is he a teacher?
No, he's a student.
Lo gastaste todo.
He's a cashier at a restaurant.
Oh, that's interesting. And what do you do?
I'm a cook.
There you go. Did
Like,
you just make something up, Amalia?
no, here. It's,
Cook.
it's green.
Look at the green bun.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Ellen,
sales assistant. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, Amalia's going off the script. She was like, and he's a cashier at a restaurant. She added a little something on there. Good job. Okay. All right. Do you want to go over? Did anybody have any questions about the homework last week in the workbook?
Okay, I've learned something this week. Can you hear me? Am I still on? And I have found out that the answers to your homework exercises are in the back of the book. Did everybody know that except me? Does everyone know that the answers to your homework are in the back of the book?
No.
Okay. I'm going to fill you in. I'm going to help you. If you turn to page 154, turn to the back of your book, turn to page 154 in your workbook.
154.
154.
Oh, okay.
You see, it tells you what page you're doing, and it gives you the answers for your work exercises. Now, here's what I think we ought to do. You check your own work. You try to do it on your own. If you don't understand, go and look and see if it helps you. If you don't understand how they gave the answer they did, if you're struggling to understand why your answer was wrong, then you can ask us on the day that we have class. I'll allow some time for us to go over anything you don't understand.
Okay.
But the
And
answers that you need to put in your workbook are right here. They gave them to you at the end of the book, so that you can check yourself. Reva, you're looking very like there's a question.
I can't hear.
You can't hear.
I can't hear.
Okay, Shelby, if she can't hear, see if you can tell her. Page 154, the answers for the workbook.
Okay, 54.
154.
154. Okay.
It's the answers to the workbook.
154.
On page 154, it gives you the answers. Looks like this.
Yeah. I can see.
So you can grade your own homework. Then if you don't understand why you got something wrong, we can talk about it in class. How did they get that for the answer? Okay? It will save us some time in class, and we can get more done in the book, in the lesson part. So for homework, I want you to do to page 20. Your next homework assignment is to page 20.
Okay.
Okay. Page 20.
And if you have any questions next week, we will take it up at the end of class, okay? I'll allow at least 15 minutes for us to go over any questions you might have.
Okay.
I did not know that the answers were already in the book. That's why we were going over them. But since you have the answers, you can check your work, and just if you have a question and don't understand something, we'll go over it in class. The workbook is just to help you practice what we learn in class. It's practice, practice, practice.
All right. Did anybody have any questions from last week's homework in the workbook? Were there any questions?
No, I think yes.
We're good? Okay.
Okay.
Well, then that is the end of class. We are done. And I won't be teaching anymore. There will be a new teacher. So I won't see you anymore. Because I have a full-time job and I go to college full-time. So I'm going crazy. So I'm gonna focus on that, but I'll miss you guys.
I'll still be here. I'll still be here.
Yes, Miss Carolyn will still be here.
The next week.
Thank you so much for help.
Oh, you're welcome. I love doing it. I wish I had more time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it's good to meet all of you guys, and we'll
Okay, see you next week.
you guys have a good next week.
Okay.
Good week.
Okay.
Thank you.
One question.
I'll see you Sunday at 10:30.
Yes, ma'am.
That little place in between the two, where the chapel is and the main sanctuary is, that door right there is where people come and go from the church. So I'll meet you there.
Okay, sounds good.
One question.
Yes.
How we now, what is the ID number for the meeting class?
I'm gonna ask Miss Judy. They'll send it to you in WhatsApp.
Okay.
You'll see in WhatsApp. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you next